Oh, hey there, Doctor Who. No time no see. I heard that season 2 was pretty rough for you. Are you sure you have a plan for the future? Yes, we are aware that Disney have dumped us, but do not worry. We have Billie Piper here, and she's gonna sort it all out in this upcoming Christmas special. Oh, awesome. This Christmas special should probably revive the show, make it relevant again with some genius. Actually, we have decided to cancel the Christmas special. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Doctor Who is cooked. I mean, for the past couple of years, Doctor Who has just been an absolutely insane franchise to me. I don't hate the new era, but man, has it been a really weird era. Honestly, if I could describe the new era of Doctor Who, it would feel like that the show's on life support, but everyone claims that it's not on life support, simply because they brought back Russell T Davies, who absolutely blew up Doctor Who when it rebooted back in 2005, so he could do it a second time, right? No offence to the man, of course, but something went wrong between his first era and his second era. It really caused his second era to just take a massive hit. I think the first clue in this is when he brought back Davies, except he wasn't in his robot wheelchair thingy. His reasoning for the fact that Davies was no longer in a wheelchair was the idea that it would paint all wheelchair users as bad guys, which on paper actually sounds quite reasonable due to the rise of collective punishment and all that stuff. Except for the fact that you could just easily remove Davies from the special and yeah, that's it. And it also comes across as a bit hypocritical because Russell T Davies was the same guy to bring back Davies in the episode The Stolen Earth. So why would he suddenly just change his mind like that? I believe his heart is in the right place, but yeah, that was a pretty bad execution. There was also the transgender character known as Rose Noble, who has that one episode about her and then she just stands there in the other episodes doing nothing, just there being the representation in the background and doing nothing else. I don't like this because it just paints the idea that if you just put a character of a minority in the background, they're just automatically represented and included as whole. It feels like trans people being left out, honestly. Trans people deserve more than just a token character there for the sake of representation. They deserve characters that can go out there defeating evil and proving themselves as very good people and stuff. And being brutally honest, I really wish that Russell T Davies did more with Rose Noble. In fact, honestly, I really wish that Russell T Davies did more with what he was given. Not to say that every single episode that he's written during these past 2 seasons has been shit, because he's written some really good episodes like The Well and 73 Yards. But for every good episode that he's written like 22 bad ones. Okay, well, obviously not 22 because there's been like 20 episodes total, but you get what I mean. Like, I think Space Babies was an absolute disastrous episode 1 to start off the new series. Like, making a bunch of babies on wheelchairs in space and then there's a farting bogey alien. It's just really stupid for me. Oh, and don't forget the episode where it randomly turns into a musical with a bunch of goblins singing about how they're going to eat a baby. What? Oh, and don't forget about the Robot Revolution, which had a pretty alright concept, and then it just made me fall asleep or something, I don't know. And then there were the finale episodes, those being Empire of Death and The Reality War. They're both absolute disasters in their own way. Empire of Death being just absolutely boring and a snooze fest to watch, whilst The Reality War is just batshit insane in some decisions it decides to do. For example, let's bring back Omega, the big bad of the Time Lords, and let's make him Vor, one of the Ranis, and then he's defeated in 3 minutes, and mind you, in previous episodes, it took multiple episodes to defeat Omega. Then let's bring back the character from the Time Hotel and let's just make her do the Rose Noble treatment and just do absolutely nothing and stand there in the background. Okay, I just realised that I was sinking into bad levels of negativity there, so I'll be a bit more uplifting and hopeful. But yeah, this episode just felt really incoherent in terms of the writing. It felt like everything was just thrown out the window and random stuff just happened. But oh well, it's time for the regeneration. Oh look, Billie Piper's back. This is totally not a way of trying to nostalgia people back into the franchise. Then a few months later, Disney would pull out and no longer fund Doctor Who for Disney Plus, and then it was announced that they were going to write a Christmas special starring Billie Piper in it, and well, then this happened. Now, I don't want to be an annoying person and go like, ha! No more Doctor Who for you. I am not surprised at all that this would be the result of Doctor Who, because after everything that I've told you, after more stuff that I haven't even told you, It is just so unsurprising to see the show end up like this. And it's a real shame as well, because I really like Doctor Who. It's got a really nice episode structure and a really unique and cool concept. But some weird shenanigans went on behind the scenes, and something wasn't really working right in Russell T Davies' head, and the show just ended up like this. But honestly, I could see past this all as like a perfect opportunity to restart the franchise and refresh it for new audiences. But my problem with that is the fact that you kind of ended off at a ginormous cliffhanger. And by doing that, you're basically restricting the new writers from starting off scratch and new and more fresh and stuff, because you still got to carry all the weight of what came before. And honestly, if I had to write that final scene, I would have just made it fade to white instead of revealing Billie Piper, leaving it on a sort of ambiguous ending to make the show continue in a much more fluent way. But yeah, this is the state of Doctor Who. It's just in absolute shambles. It's just chaos, and I feel bad for honestly everyone who loves Doctor Who. I really wish that it had a better future ahead of it, but this looks pretty dark, and I don't know what's going to happen to the show really. But don't worry guys, according to the article on the BBC's website, the CBeebies Doctor Who show is going to save us all. Oh yeah.